What's up? Good morning. Hope y'all had a good weekend. I made merry. Saturday was fun as fuck. That's the shit about being an only child. It's kind of awesome sauce. Is you learn at a really young age how to yourself really without anybody else. And I did do that. I ain't gonna lie. So did a tarot reading this morning. Kind of want to do that first, get it out of the way. I have kind of slacked on doing those Monday, Wednesday, Friday readings, but I did one this morning. So let's, I can't see everybody, and there's 4 people in here. And I'm not sure why I can't see. Let me go to my, Facebook is really kind of irritating as fuck, I ain't gonna say. Y'all had a good weekend. Hey, Casey. Anyway, so the tarot reading I did this morning was I got the Knight of Swords, the Magician, and the Page of Swords. And my little reading was that I asked for what today was going to bring, and what I got was really swift movement of a goal accomplishing, having all the tools at my disposal to make what I need happen, but to be careful, because even though things are going to happen quickly and it's going to be a pretty decent outcome, there's parts of what happens that could be dangerous or cautious to be careful of. Because when you see when you see the Page of Swords, it's running with scissors. That's what I always see when I see that card. The Magician is having all the tools, everything magically mundane in your life that you need. And the Knight of Swords is swift movement, intellectual swift movement, and things really going quickly and accomplishing what you're setting out to do, and you're going to do it, and you're going to do it fast. So it was a good reading. So, and tomorrow is the new moon. So I don't know if you practice any kind of pagan spirituality, if you do anything. Hey, Karen, if you do anything to honor the new moon, this is, it's when you see a new moon, that's when you don't see it. And it's dark, and that's where the new things are coming, things you want to build into your life and bring forth into your life. Are the new moon is the time of the month that you would do those things. I started this new practice with Hecate, and tomorrow night I'm going to do my initiation ritual to her as well. Today is going to be a really good day of being introspective and considering things in my life, that good and bad, of what I need to do. And so when I think about that, I think that evolving means that we should be looking at what's working and what's not working in our lives, and coming up with the ways to handle conflict, disease, lack, whatever it is. So I think for me personally, and I mean, you guys are welcome to use any of the techniques that I throw out there for your own spiritual growth, I need to go deep inside and search for those answers. I think a lot of times we want other people to solve our problems, and so we go out of ourselves and we ask our friends and advisors, what do we do? How do we fix this issue? And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that I don't think we rely on ourselves enough for what we know and the things and the way we practice. I've been practicing pagan and learning about my spirituality for 18 years. So I know inside of myself. And I actually had a tarot reading on Saturday by a friend of mine who said, the cards are telling you that you already have this knowledge. You know how to make shit happen magically and mundanely in your life. You just don't believe in yourself. So I think that if that's how I am, then of course that's how other people are as well. So we need to take time to really go inside of ourselves and think about, how do we handle the things that we struggle with our own self, and come up with solutions to fix those things ourselves. Like I said, nothing wrong with asking for people's insight. This time, however, I'm going to go into myself and I'm going to go ask her, Hecate, what do I need to do? You know, and then I think we need to, if we are going to seek outside counsel, I think we need to look at people that have successfully handled their shit, not people that are just like us, who are struggling, trying to figure out what are they supposed to do? How are they supposed to handle all the ins and outs of what's going on in their lives? So I think we also need to kind of look at, are we willing to fix those things? So sometimes you want to bitch and complain to people just to be bitching and complaining. You really have zero intention of leaving that boyfriend or quitting that job or whatever it is that you need to do. We want to just tell people, I'm so angry about this, and then do nothing to fix it. And then come back in a month or a week or 2 days and go, I'm so angry about this. And it's the same freaking thing that we were angry about, or the same issue we were having before. You know, we have no intention of moving on. Casey says, tarot is like that, though. It's never telling me anything I didn't already know, more like highlighting the exact part of my inner monologue that I keep ignoring. You know, Casey, in some cases for me, that is absolutely true. But for me, that reading of that where she said, you know all this stuff, why do you continue to not be serious about what you do? And that theme of not being serious has come up in readings with me probably for the last decade, and I always shoved it away and went, no, you know, I'm not going to get rid of my funny ass personality. I'm going to just continue to go. You can say I need to be serious, but I don't want to be serious. Honestly, being serious doesn't mean shit about my personality. Being serious means actually applying the tools, just like deciding one day, I'm not going to worry about sweating. I'm going to get on the mat and I'm going to work out. Well, I'm not going to worry about losing my personality just because I'm going to take what I already know and make it a part of my life and do it seriously with my spiritual practice and my practice with how I relate to other people and friends and family in my life. I already have all the tools at my disposal. I already know what I need to do, and I don't need to worry about what's going to happen. I think with my last little problems with my last set of friends, where I kind of pushed everybody aside, and boy, did I lose a buttload of people in the last probably 90 days. The most terrifying part of that whole scenario to me was loneliness. Am I going to be lonely because I've just dumped almost every single one of my friends? And then last night, while I was watching Tales of the City on Netflix, I realized I have everything I need right in my house. That's this card. My family, my friends, those important people are right here. And to constantly ignore, not be grateful for the people that love me, not despite of who I am, but because of who I am, it was not being very grateful, and also inhibiting me from actually moving forward and growing. So I think that all of that kind of needed to happen. I needed to be in a moment of nobody around me, getting rid of all of that stuff. The loneliness wasn't bad. At this point, I was like ready to be done with all of the shit. Like I just had it up to here, and I didn't know what to do. And it didn't mean I didn't love all these people that I was shoving out of my circle. It just meant it was overwhelming to me, and I couldn't see past all of that to be able to see what I needed to do, or to see the magician card and know that I had all the tools at hand and I could make changes and do what I need to do. I really think that the runs with scissors card is more of a warning for me to not invite it all back into my life, because as a Sagittarius, I want to forgive you and I want to let you back in because I love you and because I can forget what happened, and I can't do that anymore. That's something that needs to change in my life, not because I'm an asshole, but because I deserve better than that in my life. I really fucking do. And I need to recognize that so that I can take back my power. So like I said, I've been thinking about it really hard, and I think about how many times I've asked people, how do I fix it? And then just go back to doing the same shit over and over again with the same problems that are now getting worse. And what's the point of seeking counsel if I have zero intention of fixing what was wrong to begin with? So during the dark moon tomorrow, I'm going to dedicate to Hecate, like I said before. I'm going to seek her counsel, which I think I've already been doing for these last few weeks without even really knowing about it. And then I'm going to, for all the times that I've repeated those patterns, I'm gonna ask, why did they end the same? I want to end the discord in my life. I want to stop being angry so I don't have to lash out at people all the time. I don't want to be sad at the loss of a relationship that I probably shouldn't have been in the first place. So I'm tired of the pain. I'm tired of lashing out. I'm tired of being marginalized. I'm tired of watching people be marginalized, and especially by people who said they love me. No more lip service. I'm pushing away from the table. I've already started to apply some of the new counsel that I've received from Hecate. I've already started considering my words. And so what I've done, we're in the last little moment of bullshit that happened in the last week, was I ran down the road and I played out the entire scenario. If I say to somebody, this is why you and I can't be friends anymore, and I give them that information, what exactly am I going to accomplish by letting them know this? Well, it might make me feel better to tell them, but is it going to make them feel better if they hear it? Is it going to change anything in my life? Probably. Will it be for the better? Probably not. I'm probably going to be blamed for what I said. I'm probably going to end up being made the scapegoat for their issues that they don't want to look at. So instead of coming in with a trumpet and making an announcement, I'm just not going to be around. And, you know, I don't owe anybody an explanation for why I move on or what I see as a problem, because really, in actuality, the issue is with me and not with them. This is my lesson, not theirs. So how egotistical is it of me to want to share that with somebody who, A, doesn't deserve the knowledge because it's none of their fucking business. It's about me. And B, what is it going to do? Is it going to foster peace when I pluck the web with all those words? Am I going to be bringing peace back to me? No. Peace will come with me keeping my yap shut and speaking to my gods. And if I need to speak to somebody, I have a couple of folks that love me unconditionally enough to understand when I reach out to them with what I'm saying, how to help me handle it so that I am plucking the web properly. My ego really needs to be put aside for me to work on this. And that's introspection and taking all of my fluff feelings out of the scenario. So tomorrow is the new moon. So I'm asking you if you would like to maybe take tomorrow night and think on what's working and what isn't in your life right now, and what is it you're doing that might actually be holding you back. What are you holding on to that holds you back? And Casey says this, she knows exactly what I mean and that it resonates with her. I really hope so. I was hoping that would be the case with some people. I'm glad it's one of my kids who sees that. So I'm asking you to go out and think about what isn't working for you and what's not allowing you to grow. And then there's also a caveat. Don't waste your God's time. If you intend to do nothing with what you learn sitting in introspection tomorrow night, just don't go out there and do it. Just leave it, because it's disrespectful to your gods. It's disrespectful to you. If really you want to sit and wallow in your shit, then go sit in it. Nobody has the right to tell you that you should move on from a situation. But I do have a right to tell you that I don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't want you to come to me and tell me your sad story. I want you to go tell it to somebody else. And not because I don't give a shit about you or your sad story, but because I give a shit so much that I'll take it on. And I don't want to take it on because I'm not equipped to help you. I'm still trying to figure out how to help myself. And that's what the introspection is. So leave me out of it. Do what you need to do to move forward, whatever that is, sitting in your shit, handling your shit, and moving on. But just know that if we've already had a conversation about the stuff you're having issues with, the things that have hurt you, the stuff where you sat across from me and cried and wished for things to be different, and then you've just dove right back into some more shit, I can't dive in there with you. I love you. I want you to get better, but I can't fix you. I can barely fix myself, you know? That's like that song. I can't save you. I can't even save myself. So go sit tomorrow and ask for her guidance if that's what you want to do. Or go sit there tomorrow and tell her you're ready just to continue with business as usual. Whatever decision you make sitting in that darkness in your introspection, own it and be grateful for it. Write it down in your journal and go back to it for the rest of July until the full moon comes, and after, until we hit August. This is going to be an emotional month. It's Cancer time. So everything's watery, and all of the stuff that we've gone through in the last few months, I feel like is going to be very emotional. I think a lot of stuff's going to come back up over this next month. So you need to be ready for it, and you should sit down with your gods in that darkness and think about that so that you're prepared and it doesn't hit you upside the head so hard that you aren't ready for it. If you know that you're repeating stuff over again and you know that it's going to hurt you, be ready for that because you already sowed that. I'm trying to be ready for it. That's why I pushed away from the table from every single one of those situations, because I don't want it to be the same as it was before. I want my space to be opened up to quality people and situations and vocational choices for me that are going to make things healthier for me, that are going to sow abundance, peace, joy, health back into my life. Because for so long I lived in the sickness and I don't want to live there anymore. And I don't know, you know, I can't say that that's what you want to do or that's what you don't want to do. If you want to move forward, I'm here and I'll talk to you about it. But don't bring me your repeating patterns of bullshit and expect that I ain't going to call you out on it. And I might even just tell you to go fuck yourself because I can't do it, because I can't pluck the web with that shit. But think about what you're doing and move forward. So I'm going to go exercise. I got billing to do today. It's the first of the month. Heading down to Bradenton for the 4th of July. I had a really good fucking weekend. Ate, drank, and was merry. Did take Friday out of the mix, so I only really drank Saturday and Sunday and only ate really shitty yesterday. I had tacos for breakfast. I had a good time. You got to have a good time. You got to have a good time in the middle of it all. So you guys have a good day. See you tomorrow.